everybody. It's a great day to be a Cardinal, and welcome into the Coaches Show after a really big win on Friday night. Coach, great to see you, and congratulations on your first win.
Thanks. It was a little too close for comfort, but we'll take the W.
Oh, absolutely. So, give me a little bit of your overview on the game and what you saw from your coaching perspective that you really enjoyed.
Well, really, it was just about overcoming adversity throughout the game, and I was really excited to see our guys just play with that kind of fight.
Yeah, it seemed to be a real back and forth. Real explosive first half, real defensive battle in the second half. Kind of what you see on that defensive side of the ball.
The physicality was there, more so than we saw in the scrimmages. Really, I mean, they grew into it, and as the game went on, we kept getting more physical and more violent. And it was just really encouraging to see the guys get stronger in that regard. I mean, yeah, we battled through some cramp issues just like they did, but they never wavered. They kept getting stronger. Had some huge plays from Kyle Webb and Dennis Harold and Austin Whitehurst. Just really up front, those guys set the tone from beginning to end. And then our DBs came back in the second half and pitched a shutout after, giving up a couple of third and longs is never good. Third and long, you think you're about to get off the field and give up a couple scores, that really hurts. But for those guys to have the mental fortitude to bounce back in the second half and to pitch a shutout, that was really awesome and encouraging.
Oh, absolutely. So special teams side, special teams are very important. A lot of times they're overlooked, but sometimes can cost you, either big field position or in some cases the game. How did you rate our special teams play Friday night?
It was spotty. It was a little not quite as consistent as you wanted it to be, and then turns out our biggest punt comes off of a botched snap. That was to be fair though. But Jack just got it off, man, and for that to be his best punt of the night, couldn't have come at a better time after that snap.
Absolutely, great hustle on his part, and great sense of presence just to get that thing away. So hey, Jack, great play there.
Absolutely.
Real fast offensively, I feel like we have a really good chance this year. We've got a lot of weapons and playmakers. Let's kind of talk through that from your angle and see how you're best going to really put our best foot forward in offense.
Well, obviously, you said it right. We have a really good chance. We have a really good chance, Looper. And anytime you can get that guy the ball and let him do what he does, it's going to help us. And what it's really going to start to do is open up the other guys to step up and have their impact on the game. Obviously, we would like to get a little more out of the running game, and we ended up with a little over 85 yards rushing, and it's not where you want it to be. But honest, if you get rid of the sacks, we have over 100 yards rushing, so that's something you can look at. That where that number's not quite where you want it to be. It's not as bad as you might think it is. We do need some more production out of it. And we've been working on that.
We gave us some sacks at some key times, though. We were driving, right there on the cusp. I know a couple of drives in the second half, and you hate to give up that 15-yard loss or that 12-yard loss, and kind of really spoils that momentum back down. What about the tight end in your offense? Is that making a comeback? I saw a couple throws underneath.
It is. Dennis going both ways there really gives us some versatility offensively to get something going in the running game, and then to play action off of that and get him the ball. He's a great safety net for Carson, doing good things there.
Overall quarterback play in the first game, what'd you see?
He had one turnover, and then he accounted for 4 touchdowns. So that's pretty good ratio. If we can clean up that one turnover, he's holding it a little loose, get it a little higher and tighter, and he'll be just fine.
No, absolutely right. So, okay, let's shift gears. Hey, last week. We're past last week.
Yep.
This week's prep for Cornerstone. How did we look in practice all week?
It got better as the week went on. Our Monday practice was better than last Monday's practice, so that's good to see. But it kept getting more dialed in each day, which is what you're looking for. We've got to be a very disciplined ball club this week. We've got to know our responsibilities and know why that's our responsibility, so that they can play with conviction and do that.
What do you think you're going to see out of Cornerstone this week?
Well, last week they played a team out of Mexico,
okay,
and a national champion out of Mexico, and they showed a lot of athleticism. Offensively, they had some sparks, kind of how we did, honestly. Had a couple of big plays that really helped them get going. defensively, they've got some talent in the back end. They're very talented in the back end, and up front they play aggressive. It's because of they have the safety behind them to really afford them that.
Okay, so a lot of pass rush, a lot of pressure, or
It can. There can be some pressure. They typically bring 4. You know, they can bring more than that, but they really come down in a hurry.
oh, absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to it. You know, it's always great
Yeah.
to get off to a great start. You know, a lot of tradition, and starting is how you continue to build on that great tradition.
For sure.
Real fast, anything that you want to just look at the fans and tell them about how things are going? I know it's a brand new program, brand new set of coaches, everybody's still getting to know each other. Anything that you want to talk about directly to the fans?
The support's been phenomenal. We can't tell you how grateful we are for that. The guys have just taken to the coaches. It's been a lot smoother than I thought it'd be, which is great. But the fans and the parents, all your support, the administration, it's meant a lot, and it's why we were able to start off the way we did last week, and hopefully we continue to do it this week.
Well, Coach, I know everybody's excited. I'm excited, and you know I'm old, so if I can get excited, anybody can get excited. And that brings us to Friday night, Barrow Field at 7:30. We're going to be excited. Fans, show up early. We've got a couple of parking spots left. Booster Club will be out there, loud and proud. Come by and see us. A lot of swags, cool stuff, but most of all, support the team, support the boys, and go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals.